Hi Pisces, welcome to Sophquest. I'm Spence. Welcome in if you're new, and welcome back if you're a subscriber. I appreciate you guys being here. Today is a reading for the week of October 4th through the 10th, and this week we have the new moon in Libra, which is on Wednesday, the October 6th. Then we have Pluto moving forward finally after 5 months of being in retrograde. That will happen on the 7th, day after the new moon. And then on the 10th, just a few days later, Saturn finally moves forward out of its retrograde. So retrograde season is starting to come out of itself. We're moving forward. The planets are moving forward, which is a good thing. I know we're in Mercury retrograde right now, and it feels like everything's at a standstill, or that it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward. All year of 2021 has been slow progress. I get it. And we all feel it. And right now, everybody's having trouble with communication, delays, things like that. That's the season. But it's meant to help us to really reevaluate what we care about, to put our relationships ahead of everything for this particular Libra season, and to think very deeply about what it is that we value. So, yeah, that's what we're talking about. All right, today we're going to use the Enchanted Map Oracle by Colette Baron Reid with the artwork of Jenna Della Gritalia, one of my favorite artists from DeviantArt.com. When I was a fractal gallery director, I was a big fan then, and if you're interested in her artwork, you can look her up on autumnsgoddess.com. She's just got gorgeous art. And I'm also using the Tarot of Mystical Moments by Katrine Weltstein. Very surreal. Love both the decks, so we're going to use those today. So settle in with me if you would, Pisces, and let's get 3 of your Enchanted Map Oracle cards. And they fell right out. Bone Collector, okay. Stuck in the Mud, okay. All right, and Education, okay. I think you're going to learn something about your past that's going to help you get unstuck from being stuck in the mud, okay? I think whatever you've been going through is probably something that has been stuck in your pain body, in that memory part of yourself that you might want to work on, okay? If that's been something in the sacral chakra, we've had Venus in Scorpio. That's sacral chakra work, and it's deep work, and it's healing work, and that's what I'm seeing looking at those cards. And I will show them to you in just a second, okay? I'm going to lay them out, tell you what each card is, and then I'm going to go horizontally, vertically, and big picture, all right? So stick with me. But first, if you would, Pisces, will you sit with me and take 3 deep cleansing breaths? Let's pull down some cortisol and relieve some stress. Deep, deep breaths, right? It makes you feel really good. Oxygenates the brain. Okay, Pisces. Let's see what this is about. A little bit more shuffling. Okay, we got 2 that flipped over. We'll take those. The Fool and the Ace of Pentacles. New beginning. Nice. I think you're ready. I think you're ready. It may feel like a risky move, whatever you feel like you really want to do, but I think what you think could be risky may very well end up just being something that really grows. Really grows. All right, let's get this 9 of Cups. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Wish come true. All right, so 2 of Wands. You're really, really considering which way to go here and whether you should take the risk. And with Temperance under the Ace of Pentacles, I think you're going to weigh it out, and I think you're going to take your time, which is the smartest possible thing to do in Mercury retrograde, right? You don't want to rush into doing anything where you have to sign paperwork, anything legal, that kind of thing, if it's like a new business. But you've got the idea. Ace of Swords. Love it. Then the Wheel of Fortune, you're going to have your time. Your time's coming to be able to do it. King of Swords, make the decision and go forward. I love that. And the King of Cups with heart, mind, body, soul, all of it. You're going to be ready to go. Let's see what this is all about. That's just kind of a really brief overview, but let's get into it, right, as the story evolves. On the bottom of the deck, we have the 3 of Cups, the Hermit, and the Empress. Okay. Let's see what I see. One thing I definitely want to do for you, Pisces, is I want to pull out the book for the Bone Collector, because I think this is an interesting card. Let me show it to you. The Bone Collector. You are whole and you have everything that you need within. When the bone collector appears, she's asking you to look closely at your circumstances to see if you're fully present or reacting out of past conditioning and unconscious expectations. Whenever we're wounded, especially when we're young, it's as if something essential is stolen from us. We adapt and accept a version of the truth that then sets us up to behave a certain way in the future when faced with a situation that is similar to the original event. That's what I was saying about the pain body. If there's a wounding here that you've held on to, it's like, you know, a skeleton in the mind, right? Not in the closet, but in the mind. So it keeps you stuck in the mud, like not knowing, in the memory. It's stuck in the memory, right? With this elephant. So something that you were conditioned to believe or that you just took on. And with education here, I think that you're going to learn better. I think that you're going to learn to tell yourself that it probably isn't as big of a monster as you think it is, right? It's like the boogeyman in the closet or under the bed. It's not that scary. And the reason I say that is on this particular Fool card, you know, she's not jumping off a cliff like with the dog, you know, trying to grab her back. In this, she's walking in this beautiful garden and she cannot see that under the surface there's this like alligator, right? She has no idea. So that's what I'm saying. It's like this bone collector stuck in the mud, education. It's like tell yourself something different than this. Maybe what you told yourself was, if I take risks, if I try new things, you know, it ends up that I end up in a scary place. Bad things happen to me. I can't do anything risky. You know, that's just not good for me. It never works out. So is there a conditioned sort of response to you starting new things? That's the question I'm asking. And the reason I'm asking is because Ace of Pentacles is here. There's this beautiful new opportunity for you to really begin something that can grow and become something you really, really want. 9 of Cups. Something fulfilling. And what I love so much about this Ace of Pentacles is that, you know, she can barely see these tiny little unfurling sprouts that are coming up above the ground. It doesn't look like there's been much growth. But like I said, I think in the last video or the video before that, she can't see the whole roots, the root system that has been growing and becoming established, because that's where it begins. The growth begins in the roots, okay? So you want to root out the old belief about what's so scary in life and realize that you can actually grow for yourself what it is that you're wanting to grow in your life, what it is that you're wanting to do. And you probably have way more progress that's already happened than you even know. Okay? It's just so right now it's still underground. And I'm speaking sort of euphemistically when I say underground. I'm talking about you internally. And the reason I say that, 3 of Cups, Hermit, Empress. And what I want to say is maybe when you were young and you were a child, maybe you were alone a lot. And maybe you didn't have a lot of siblings. Or if you did, maybe you were younger than your older siblings. And so you had your friends, right? But you were alone a lot. Just you and mom, perhaps. Or just the fact that you had to learn how to kind of grow yourself up. You know, maybe you were what do they call it, a latchkey kid. You know what I mean? And so you relied on your friends to kind of give you advice as to how to go through life. Or maybe it was only mom, right? And maybe you've acquired some of mom's old bones, some of her old fears. So somewhere deep down in your memory, when you're going in Mercury retrograde right now, looking at the deep side of things about how you act in relation with other people and how you handle loneliness or being alone, right? Or even how you handle friendships and being with other people could harken back to when you were a child, you know, with your mother. Okay, so I want to say that first for some of you. I just see a lonely child here who really wanted to have friends. I don't know. All right, let's go through it because, we'll figure it out as we go along. But you are learning something new here, okay? You are totally learning something new. You're spiritually growing for sure. There's no doubt there. So we have the Fool, the Ace of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups. I'm going to show you again. Take the risk. It's a beautiful new beginning that's going to work out for you. That's what these cards are saying. I'm not telling you what to do. Obviously you have free will and you know yourself well, but know yourself. Know yourself well, right? Go inside and ask yourself why. Why, right? With these two cards, okay? The second row, because you are prospecting, you're looking out into the world and you're saying, well, what if I took a road less traveled? Maybe I could have both things in life. I could stay safe, but I could also try new things. Temperance, right? Ace of Swords, because I have this idea. I have the key, it's in my head. I have the key to the, to my open mind, to learning something brand new. And I don't want to be afraid to try. Like maybe if your mom was afraid to swim, then you never learned how to swim. If she was afraid of water or something. So it's kind of like that. It's like trying something new. It's like you have this beautiful idea, you really want to do it. But somehow you hold yourself back from it. Well, the Wheel of Fortune is coming. Times are changing. New season, you're going to make the decision with the King of Swords. At the King, we take action. And the Suit of Swords is the air suit of thinking. You're going to take that thought, this brilliant Ace of Swords, and you're going to decide. I can stay in my temperance, stay safe and sound, and also take some risks. Do some new things. Okay? Stay safe. I'm not saying don't be safe. Obviously, you want to be safe. But you're going to make a decision coming soon. And honestly, Pisces, it comes from your heart. It comes from your heart. It's something that you feel. It's like your heart beats for it, right? It's like boom, 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 boom. You get excited when you think about it, about taking this path and going down this road. And some of you, maybe it's going back to school. And maybe you're in your 30s or 40s or 50s or older. And you're like, oh my gosh, could I, would I? I don't know if I should, right? If you're changing careers, because you're stuck in the mud, right? It's like, everything there is to know, you've learned everything there is to learn about the job, and you just want to challenge yourself to try something new. For some of you, it could be that. And it's like open yourself up to a new world here. Because Nine of Cups is beautiful. Also, I think that you are wanting to grow in your friendships. I think you've been very, perhaps either lonely or just unable to make friends wherever you've been. Or, because of COVID, if you've been locked inside, you're just alone and you really would like to get back out there. So stay safe, obviously, number one. But go have some fun when you can. That's what it's saying. Because you're growing and you want to grow your network. You want to grow your friend family, your tribe, that kind of thing. That's what I'm seeing. With the Fool and the Two of Wands, it's like I really, really want to go down a new road and take that risk. Because I'm changing. I'm changing. I'm growing. I've got something inside of me that wants to be born. Something that comes from the deep wisdom of my soul. That's fishing for something new, right? So the Ace of Pentacles. This seed has already been planted. It's planted in your mind. It is. And this is an idea brought to life. Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Mercury retrograde. So it's something you can make happen, is what I'm saying. So Ace of Pentacles with the Temperance card is something new, but it's not foolhardy. It's not like you're going to jump off a cliff. You can stay nice and balanced, especially in Libra season. making the decision, going over it with a fine-tooth comb, making a plan, double checking, triple checking during Mercury retrograde. And by the end of October, you're going to make yourself happy and try something, this new idea. You're going to say something about it. It's going to make you feel so happy. It's just like going to be really fulfilling, right? This is you open-hearted, going somewhere, taking your heart to town. Like some of you may be dating. Maybe that's it. Maybe you're afraid to try dating again or dating in a new way, right? Because of the way the world is today. That's a scary prospect for a lot of people. It is, right? Especially because you can't really get together. You don't know who they are. It's like, do you date online? Do you do it on Zoom? How do you date today? I don't know. That's kind of a strange prospect. But, you know, maybe talk to your mom. Maybe try to talk to her about what this is about. Even if she's not here any longer, you can always talk to her, right? And, you know, maybe tell yourself you can do things in a new way. It's never too late to learn. Absolutely not. Especially with this here in your reading today. Okay? So, Pisces, whatever it is, I wish you the best. I absolutely see something gorgeous for you here. I don't think it's as risky as you think it is. I think that you're just a little bit afraid to try something new. Because I think that what's at stake is that it's something you really, really want, and you don't want to be disappointed in yourself. And I say that because of the Fool and the Two of Wands. It's like it's very internal, right? You don't want to disappoint yourself by not trying it. You want to try. That's what I see. You really, really want to try this. Okay? Whatever it is. And it's brand new. And I think you're going to have to open your mind for it. All right? I wish you kindness, reverence, and gratitude. Have a great week this week. And I'll be here for you next week. Thank you, Pisces. Take care.